Hey everybody, welcome back to Fixing Things. We are back on the me-haul truck. We are back on the me-haul truck. And I mean back because time is running short and I got a lot of work to do to make this thing ready to go on the road. Not only that, I got to get started on the Pinto. And the Pinto needs a lot of work. But the me-haul truck, it's got to be ready to make that trip to the Holly Ford Fest, because that's what I want to. That is my main goal. Whether or not I get the Pinto ready or not, we may have to do a will it run video, get it ready, and do everything, and then next year do everything. I don't know, but this truck is going to get ready, and we're gonna start working on the appearance of the truck. The appearance of the truck. Oh, she looks good. Every time I look out the window and I say, man, that truck looks good. Man, it's stretched out. Even my black truck looks good. That's an F350 dually. And look how small it looks next to the... It's crazy. I love it. So, before we get going on all the stuff, we got the boxes up underneath here. We got the fuel tank. We're gonna get the other fuel tank working, not on this video. We probably should do it this video, but I'm not gonna do it on this video. And we're gonna try to address on this video all the stuff. Look, I gotta beat all this stuff in. It's truly scrumptious. Oh gosh. You guys, someone took a claw hammer and got mad at it one time when it was the brown log. We got, there's nothing wrong there. I think that's factory. I think same thing on this side. This side's a little better. It's got a good dent in here to deal with. This top side is not too bad. It's got a few little dents. We can probably work those out. We'll massage those. And we'll see if we can't get the Rust-Oleum paint job on this bed going. We gotta take this off and beat it into submission and get it back on there after we get it painted. We got to get a bed liner in this area. We got to finish welding up the bed, and I think I want to make some access ports to get to the top of the, I don't know, we'll see. Maybe I can find out some plugs or something I can plug on top and put the thing, and I like to be able to get to the top side of the fenders because you can't get to them from in here. And I'd like to see this top part of the fender, this here, get more stationary. It's not that the bed is not, all of it, if it's all hooked together, it's not a bad deal. The sides are tight. Well, kind of. I don't want to see it going down the road doing that. So we need to support it to the inner wheel well somehow. Unless I just cut these inner ones out. We'll play it by ear. We may do that today. We may not. We may take the fenders back off. We may not. Yeah. Yeah. let's get this thing started up, get it over there in front of the garage. The Miho truck. Oh man, it's getting dirty in here. I just did this stuff. Can't have that. Climb up in here. All right, choke. Couple pumps. Atomic batteries of power. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Ventilation. It's hot up in here. Oh yeah. So on my my bed here, there used to be trim on this, but I'm not going back with trim. We're going back with the non-trim sides, because that truck right there is the one the bed came off of, the old brown log. And the old brown log had the full trim package on it. Now Roger, my wife's cousin, who's a bodyman, said that these things just, you can pop right off with a hammer. So let's see. May have to, got a little bit of a hole there. Ooh, that one came right off. That one's bolted. We're gonna take a grinder to that one. Look, these already came off. Oh man, that's got a little bit of a hole. These are bolted on, I know that. That's bolted on. I think I can get to those from inside the light cover. Bolted on. So I think we can take a grinder to that one. We'll probably get it from underneath. Thank you, Roger. I thought that was gonna be so hard, and barely tapped on them and they popped right off. Thank you, Roger. Man, that was good. Let's see if we can get these off. A new screw in there because those are wore out. Those back there. Put these over here. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, let me get a drill bit and drill that out. There you find that. It's a possible flat tire. All right, we got that. Clean up this side. Got a dent here I gotta take care of. And rust hole. Along with a nice big dent here I think we can get out. We gotta take this off because we can't spray paint that, and I'm not gonna tape it. Some big old spider used to live there. Let's see if we can get these out without stripping it. If not, we'll grind them. Gotta go the right way. That one's screwed on there. That one just popped on there. Couldn't get the thing on it. All right, I got a good sized dent right here. We're going to try to get out. I got a little hole I can get to it with this pry bar, and I think from this side we can beat it out. This is pretty creased pretty bad. We'll see what we can do with it. I'm not even sure if I can reach it. Might be able to reach it from up in the top. Also, I can put my claw hammer here and pry out on it. So I left the stud right here. I'm hoping between this and my pry bar that we can get that out. Alright, we got that looking pretty good right there, not bad. Still pops in and out. But it's getting closer. So I think I can pry on it from below. Tap around right here. She don't mind banging around. Right, Ethel? All right. So I got a piece of cross member right underneath here that I think I can get my pry bar between. Okay, I'm on this right now. I'm gonna just tap around it. Looks good. Except for this big hole here. That one's gonna have to be patched. All right, that big dent is gone. This right through here, where it was concaved in, is gone now. That line profile looks good. Over here, we gotta do some tapping on it. Get that. All right, here we got some out bumps. And you would think you can beat on the out bumps, but you need to put pressure on the outside edges to get that to lay flat. So we're going to put a bar here, and this bump here is equal to my blood spot right here. So if we go down, put that at my blood spot, I should be able to push up on the metal. Nice. That panel looks pretty good. Whew. All right, let's work to the other side. All right, we got a dent here and a dent here. I'm going to try to get this one out first. And I'm not sure if we can even get that one. We're going to try. All right, let's see where I'm at. This is the profit pivot point, so it's got to be almost where in the handles, just inside. Tapping in on this now, but it's a lot better. This is a different story. All right, every place we're going to get filler, we're going to strip it. I can't get this one out. I got that one quite a bit out, and the one on the other side. Let's strip this down to bare metal on the spots where we're going to be putting the fiberglass filler. And we're not just using Bondo, we're using fiberglass filler because it holds. You can do your holes and it's not going to come loose. I know what you're thinking. He's not going to use Rust-Oleum paint on this truck. After doing this excellent, extremely excellent bodywork. Yes, yes I am. This truck is a work truck. Even though I'm doing all kinds of extensive work to it, she's a work truck. She's going to be going up and down the road. She's going to be doing road rescues. If this bed gets damaged in the woods, then I can replace it with another bed. I didn't go buy like a pristine bed for this truck. It's not a show truck. It may look good in the show at 50 feet away, maybe 25 feet. Rust-Oleum. That's what I painted the rest of the truck. Go back and look at my other videos. Yes. Perfecto. You can see where I messed up. But I'm going to use this Rust-Oleum also for like a filler. And it's so hot out here. Whew. Just cover up that spot right there. Got a scratch. Oh man, I got to run already.
All right, we got all the holes filled in. We're working on the second side. I got to go back and do some light sanding on the other side, put a second coat on it, second can, part of this can maybe. But got this hole filled in. So on that big hole that looked like a claw hammer went through it, basically all I did was pry up the edges where it was almost filled, and then just fiberglass and mush the fiberglass in it, and made sure it was dented enough to where it had a buildup in it. Went in and got me some lunch. Now we're going to sand this Bondo down. Now we're going to use the Rust-Oleum filler primer. Reason why I'm using Rust-Oleum filler primer because it's cheaper than the rest of them, and we're using Rust-Oleum paint. So if you don't like fish eyes and all kinds of stuff like that, use the stuff that goes with the stuff you're using. There's a lot of experts out there, and I ain't no expert. I ain't no dummy either. Oh, you can use this. This is what I use. And then I use a dash of this and a dash of that. Filler primer. It's filling. It will fill in the crevices of the stuff that you just put on. Oh, I got a big hole there. Still got a... Now once this dries, we'll come back and hit that with a light sanding, and this thing, it'll be ready to paint. I'm going to go touch up the other side while this is drying. Not touch up with the paint, I'm going to touch up the runs with the sandpaper. Because I stayed too long in one spot. Alright, this didn't turn out too good. I don't know if you can see it on there. I'm going to have to let this completely dry, like a week, and take the DA to this thing. The other side went on great, and then when I tried to put the... So the problem is, I shouldn't have opened my mouth. The filler primer, even though it was Rust-Oleum, wasn't made for this paint. Because when I put the primer on top of it, it didn't adhere to it. So I'm going to let all this completely dry. I'm going to sand all this down and reshoot it. So like this stuff here, came out really good. And I can't remember if I know I know I used primer. Did I use that stuff? I'm gonna have to go back and review my video. I didn't. I guess I got some bare metal. I need to put a little squirt on with empty can. I'll put something on that. I got some other primer in there. Probably coat it with that. I got to get filler on that, not fiberglass filler on it. So that's going to be it for this week. Because tomorrow I got to go to work. Got to go cut some hair. Got to make some money. Please like and subscribe. This thing is going to turn out. I was down to my last little bit of hardener for my body filler. I may have some more. I thought I bought a couple more little tubes of it. But I think it's going to be all right. I may even let that thing dry up and come out here and hit it in the morning. Put a little bit of paper on there. I think it's 72 hours Rust-Oleum for a total cure. And then you can do what you want with it. I know once it gets tacky, you can spray it again. Or once it dry to the touch, you can spray it again. And it will absorb in. Hey, I started back on the me-haul truck. We got some holes filled. It's going to be okay. Yeah, it's going to be okay. It's just spray paint, right? All right, God bless you. I'll see you next week. Next week, I'm going to have 2 complete days on this bed. We got the major holes filled now. Yeah, we're going to be all right. God bless you. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Lord, strengthen me. Give me strength.